What is going on, good people? So we are at the original, the OG IronCutter install at my pop's house. And as you can see over my shoulder, it is time for some sand action. And I'm gonna be honest, the lawn looks pretty doggone good. And my pops was trying to tell me that, but I was like, nah, we need to sand level it, blah, 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 blah. We need to sand level it. It looks pretty good. And to be honest, I am slightly hurt about having to do what we have to do to it today. But we're gonna hurt it just a little bit to make it that much better. So we're here to do some sand leveling. We've got this particular area where his septic lines are that are giving us some trouble with our cut quality. So we're gonna get out here, get that addressed. It's gonna be a full day. We're gonna bring you all to action and just stick around because first thing up, we're gonna talk about some sand, and after that, we're gonna put a good mow on it. And you know we love some good mow action. And then it's time to get to slinging some sand, turn this thing into a beach, put some water on it, and watch it come back better than what it was before. All right, time to get into it. Let's go. All right, so if you've ever wondered what 12 tons of sand looks like, well, here you go. So we have got 12 tons. To be honest, it doesn't look like that much to me. Yeah, it doesn't even really look like that much to me. So we have got just regular washed Mason sand. Looks like to be some pretty good quality. It does not have a lot of pebbles and rocks and things like that in it. So that's one of the good things that we were looking for. Looks to be pretty clean, not a lot of trash and stuff that's in there either. So I am happy with the quality of sand that we're gonna be working with, and it is from a well-known, well-established turf supply store. Well, actually just landscape supply store that's been around for a while. So if we need more, we can actually go back to that same source and get this same quality. So as you're sourcing your materials, make sure you can readily get it. If you need more at a later time, you need to come back, you can go back to that same source, get the same quality, and inspect the same results as what you got the first time. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of differences about it matching up. But at the end of the day, we're just using some regular Mason sand, nothing special here, and we got a lot of it to put down. So to help us put this down, we're gonna be using the pull behind Earth and Turf 220, which is a new piece of equipment that I have not used before. I've used their 410 SP, which was amazing. Y'all go back and check that video out. I used that on my back lawn. But here today, we're gonna be trying something new out for you homeowners that this could probably be a more reasonable option for you to be able to use. So we're gonna be introducing the Earth and Turf 220 pull behind top dresser. You can also use this for compost, sand, any of those kind of things. All right, so this is the unit that we're gonna be using. It is the Earth and Turf multi-spread 220. So you can actually use this for compost, sand, some other material. One of the unique things about this one is you've actually got, I'll call it a flail system on it that kind of helps break up the material that you're trying to disperse to make sure you're getting a fairly even coverage on there and is distributing it out. So the unit right here actually helps control your width and how much of a spread or how concentrated you want the material to be applied. Like all the other Earth and Turf type pieces of equipment, it is well built and sturdy. I can tell you that. So one of those things that should last you a long time with the quality that it is built with. The other thing with this is a fairly simple to use piece of equipment. You've got one lever and that is it. This is the only lever that you actually need to use, which activates the conveyor system and what I'm calling the flail system on the back, which is train driven. no hydraulics or anything like that. It is a pretty simplistic and mechanical but effective piece of equipment. So we're gonna get out here, we're gonna be using this. One of the things I'm excited about, we don't have to shovel 12 tons of sand. We can ride on the ATV. We got a dingo. We are planning to be able to do this without breaking our back. So whenever you've got the right pieces of equipment, it definitely makes the jobs easier and more enjoyable, especially during the summertime when you're doing warm season renovation type work. Us cool season people, we get to do it in the fall. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than what they are right now. But for warm season people, it is the middle of the summer, the hottest points of the day. I think it's supposed to be 94, 95 today. So we're out here early this morning. We're gonna get out here and get ready to get after it. We're gonna show you this piece of equipment in action, but decent sized tires on it. It pulled behind the ATV fairly well with it empty. May need a bigger ATV, but we'll see how that goes once we get everything loaded up. But I think the old Honda's got it in her to get the job done. So we'll go ahead, get out here and show you this piece of equipment in action. And it's enough talking. So well, I done took you through everything. Let's get to it. All right, now that we've shown you the action of us doing the sand leveling, we're gonna talk about the process of how we did it, and then we'll talk about why we actually did the sand leveling. So first thing that we did, of course, we had to source our sand. I showed you that earlier. And then we came out, we put a scalp on the yard. This is where it actually hurts. So you can see all that lush green iron cutter that we had to cut off. But don't fear, it will come back. It will be just fine. A lot of times, this is called a cut reset. If you're not doing any sand leveling, but you just kind of scalp it back, start over and get some of that fresh leaf tissue out there. And I can say one thing is when it came back, it was much darker green than the area that we did not scalp back. Also, we were adding some additional water to that area to keep it hydrated so that it could come back. After you've got it scalped down, probably around 3/4 of an inch to an inch is where we were at. It's all gonna depend on where you're maintaining your height of cut of your lawn. So once that was done, the next step was we gotta apply this sand. So we had some areas that we knew that were pretty low and uneven. So we started by just dropping some additional sand in those areas because we knew we had to build those low areas up where it was really unlevel. After we dropped that sand in those areas, we brought in the 220 multi-spread, and I must say this piece of equipment made this job a breeze, and it was actually pretty enjoyable. It turned into a family affair. My brother came by, my dad was there, my nieces was there. She actually got on the dingo and used it a little bit. So it was a very enjoyable process, and you can do the same thing when you've got the equipment. Get the family out, enjoy the lawn, enjoy being outside, and enjoy the results after you get done with all of this hard work. We knew we had areas that we needed to build up where the septic lines had settled. After we got the sand down on the lawn, it was time to come in with the level. We had an 8-foot drag, pulling that behind the ATV and leveling this area out. This was about 10,000 square feet, and we put all 12 of the tons of sand that we had in this area because it was the area that we were really focusing on and really needed to improve. Once we got the area leveled out, we were done with all of the hard work. It's time to make sure we get some water on it. You want to make sure you keep this area hydrated for 2 reasons. The first one being you want the sand to settle in. Even though we just leveled it and we just finished dragging it, natural water on top of it is going to continue to make sure that sand settles in and levels out, and you're going to get that nice surface that you were looking for. The second reason is we want this to recover quickly. So we've already had it fertilized, made sure we had some good fertilizer down on it. The lawn was well fed, and then with the additional water, we'll make sure that the recovery is pretty quick on this sand leveling job. Really in about 3 weeks, for the most part, it was probably 80%, I call it 80%, 85% of the way recovered. So after about 4 weeks, it was fully recovered. My schedule got busy, so I wasn't able to get down and get the after footage of it. But the recovery went just fine. No problems with it growing back through all the sand. In some areas, it was completely buried in sand. There were no grass blades or anything sticking up. It took those areas a little longer to recover, but no problems at all. Eventually, the IronCutter grew right through all of that sand, and this was well worth the effort that we put into it. So why put all that effort into it? So why did we do all of this? The main reason, as we just discussed, was we had some areas that were unlevel. So leveling out low spots where you're not getting the cut quality that you're looking for is typically the main reason for applying sand to your lawn and doing a sand leveling project. The second reason is to improve the drainage. So if you were to come in and do some core aeration and then you did your sand leveling afterwards, being able to incorporate some of that sand into your soil structure starts to improve over time. It's not going to be a one-time thing, but over time of doing this process, definitely starts to improve the drainage if you've got those areas that just tend to hold water and the water just doesn't drain through and doesn't get down into your soil. So this was a project that I thoroughly enjoyed, especially having this equipment, and it was enjoyable to get out with my pops, my brother, and the family and everything. So we enjoyed this one. So at this point, I think my pops is ready to just sit back and enjoy this IronCutter Bermuda, which really does look pretty doggone good. So we'll just keep it on its maintenance plan from here out. Who knows, maybe he will be wanting to do some more sand leveling to it, but right now we're just gonna sit back and enjoy it as we get ready to roll into next season and see what that brings. All right, as we always say, just know we work.